Okay, so another September is rolling around, and this year is 2K25. All my kings and queens, we back in the building, man. Y'all stand up. So look, 2K25 dropped the official cinematic trailer. Y'all know this ain't gonna be no gameplay trailer. So this is their first, I guess, official gameplay trailer of 2K25. We're gonna get into that. Then they dropped some breakdown of pro play, which we all know pro play ain't shit. That shit don't work. And we're gonna get into that. So let's get into this video. Now off the rip, we already know they're gonna D-ride Jason Tatum, but he did just win, so hell.
Let's go, get some money, they playing. Hell yeah, I made some millions on my tours. Hell yeah, I made some millions on my merch too. I got yellow diamonds.
Precise stops and explosive launches, authentic signature movement, dynamically generated motions. They trying to be like Madden. Fool, it's gonna be the same 2K. Stop playing.
Yellow diamond, Super Saiyan Goku. Deed, only killers on Pro Tools. Oh, lame. Ain't got no juice. Oh, lame.
Advanced Pro Stick shooting mechanic, TS. Stop tripping.
Ain't got no motion.
Signature go-to.
Like a Hulk Hogan. Let's go, get some money.
Pin light. With new defensive movement system, stop the cap. The defense gonna be trash like it's always been. Quit playing.
Who I am, who I be. They say money talk, but damn.
Skill-based defensive cutoffs, tighter controls, new motion styles. They lying to y'all.
It's in my teeth, I be Louis down with Jordans on my feet,
Alright, that's cool. Them the Tatums, aren't they? Yeah. Them hard. I like those.
Messed up in your yard like trick or treat. Play your cards right,
With new rhythm shooting,
and I ever reach. Fuck train over here, I push you underneath. Yeah,
lifelike shot accuracy, authenticity, seamless dribble to shot controls. Come on, man, with these big ass words. You know this shit gonna be the same shit, same dribbling, same animations. Ain't nothing finna change. Why y'all doing this, man? Stop.
rip that 5, but I push you 6 feet.
Do not pre-order. You have not seen official gameplay. You haven't seen part gameplay. Hell, don't even buy that bitch to December, to be real with you, cuz. That cover's fire.
With the win. What if they never made the cover of 2K? Guess we'll never know.
Do not pre-order at all.
Man, oh man, oh man. Evan,
The sellout.
the time is
This fucker's a sellout. That boy Stacks, straight sellout.
now. The time is here. I just want to welcome everybody to the road to NBA 2K25. The moment we've been waiting for is finally here, man.
First time we are not here on a Friday, so
Hey, cuz, you gotta get you a better camera, man. Every looking crystal clear over here, and Stacks looking like he in the goddamn basement or something.
welcome everybody in the chat.
Camera's
It's a very
trash.
exciting day.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
what?
I'm super excited today. You know what I'm saying? Today is just the beginning of a whole lot of NBA 2K25 news getting ready to drop. And we're gonna be here to share it all with y'all. You feel me? We're gonna be here, man. I'm super excited. We locked in. Of course, we got Evan with me. Evan, what is good, man?
Happy to be here, Stacks. As Stacks just mentioned, these streams, which you'll see on Twitch, are called the Road to NBA 2K25, will be the first place you can see our upcoming NBA 2K25 revealed. And that starts today with gameplay powered by ProPlay on NBA 2K25.
If you ain't showing the park, we don't give a fuck.
25 new gen. And just keep in mind, whenever we say new gen today, we are talking about PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and also new in NBA 2K25, PC as well. So all three of those platforms are what we mean when we say new gen today.
Yes, also keep in mind that we have a new Twitch Drops campaign active, okay? So you're going to be able to earn a locker code for NBA 2K24 just by watching. Now remember, if you're over there watching on Twitter or X, or if you're watching on YouTube, you want to be right here on Twitch to be able to be eligible for Twitch Drops, all right? So, and Evan will break it down how it works. You know, Evan is Evan GPT, so he'll help you guys figure it out how it works.
All right, so let's bring up the details of this campaign. So if you tune in for 90 minutes across our drop-enabled streams of the Road to NBA 2K25, you can come learn more.
Man, look at these weak-ass prizes they want to give you. Nobody give a fuck about my team. Bro, don't nobody even play 2K24. Who the hell on 2K24? Like, I don't get it, man. That's crazy. I mean, I guess it's good for the guys who's still on there, but bro, man, I stopped playing 2K24 at the end of the first season. That shit was so garbage. Like, bro, ain't nobody on that shit no more.
About what's new together with me and Stacks and our special guests, and you will get a locker code in NBA 2K24, giving you these rewards you can see, including a My Team pack, My Career Skill Boosts, and double XP coins in both of those modes. But we do want to make sure you know it is not 90 minutes all at once today. We are not going to be here 90 minutes today, but it's 90 minutes across multiple shows, which we'll be announcing for each NBA 2K25 reveal.
It's sad that 2K's gone down this way. I mean, I've been playing this shit since the first one, and it's just so sad that it's going down to this. You know, I wish they'd get back to their roots and get back to really being like how they was in 15, 16, and 17 days. Like, guys, if you missed those days, you missed a treat, bro. I'm trying to tell you. I'm talking about the parks were packed, they were lit, they were jumping off the chain, bro. You couldn't go to a court and just hop on straight on. You would be waiting, man. That's how packed those courts were. It's not like that no more. Now, 24, a little bit in the beginning, it was sort of like that. You know, it was actually a nice little flow. Everybody was getting, you know, games in. People was going on streaks and things like that. And then Mike Wayne, who should have been fired probably like 10 years ago, it starts messing with the sliders and start messing things up to where people don't want to play no more. He's making it too easy. You got to make it difficult. You giving people a challenge when you make it difficult. They don't understand that. They listening to the casuals who's going to pick it up for 1 minute and they're going to go back to Fortnite. That's what they're listening to. They're not listening to the people who's going to be the long-term people on the game. I don't get it, man. I wish 2K needs to come up with a ground point, a set in stone point to where they're not changing anything. They're making the game how it is, making it fun so everybody can come back and enjoy it. They didn't used to do all these changes back in the day. Wasn't none of that at all. And I feel like the main person who needs to go, and I feel like once he goes, probably a lot of this stuff will be a lot better in 2K, is Mike Wayne. Mike Wayne needs to go. I'm not talking about Ronnie because Ronnie has nothing to do with the game. He's just a hype man. That's all he is. Anyways, back to it.
So Stacks and I will be here with you all throughout the next few weeks going into 2K25. But the way it works is we have a website with instructions, nba.2k.com/twitch-drops. That has all the full details on how these Twitch drops works. But basically, after you've watched 90 minutes, you'll get a notification on Twitch that takes you to your Twitch inventory. And from your inventory, you have to make sure you claim your reward there first. Then you're going to go back to this website, this nba.2k.com website here with the Twitch drops. There's going to be a login to Twitch button. And after you've logged in, that page is going to redirect you and you're going to see.
I guess we would call it a special guest pulling up as well, man. So I'm super excited for all of what's about to happen during this stream. I'm super excited. I know y'all are too.
All right, let's run this trailer, Stacks.
Woo-wee. Let's get it, baby. In the very, very, very end of that trailer that talked about something about an early tip-off. What is that exactly? Like, help us out, man. The chat wants to know. I'm pretty sure they saw it too.
Yep, I see you all talking about it already. You did see it at the end of the trailer there. We are excited to announce early tip-off for NBA 2K25. We have been patiently waiting to be able to tell you about this. So the way it works is if you purchase NBA 2K25 before September 6th, you can play up to 2 days early on PlayStation 5 and PlayStation 4, Xbox Series X.
Now that's a dub. That's a dub right there, okay? We'll clap that up. Let's clap that up. That's the clap, man.
S and Xbox One and PC. And if you have already pre-ordered NBA 2K25 on those compatible,
if I'm y'all though, and I'm pre-ordering it, I'm pre-ordering the cheapest edition just so I can play a little early. And most likely you can probably play on the 3rd if you go to New Zealand.
Platforms, you will automatically receive early tip-off, and it is applicable to all editions of the game, as you can see there on your screen. So again, if you pre-order,
we got the early tip-off. That's super fire, but I think we're going to be talking about the courtside report, and we definitely want to talk about what we just saw in the gameplay.
Yeah, you know what? Because we just talked about early tip-off, why don't we run that gameplay trailer one more time before we get into all the details?
Don't run that damn trailer.
The Courtside Report blog and all the gameplay, the new features for this year. So let's run that trailer one more time, especially if people are just tuning in now.
In the trailer. Arnie looked kind of cold celebrating with Braun. That was probably, for me at least, one of the biggest highlights of the trailer. What was your favorite part of it?
You can't take mine. That's what I was going to say, Stacks. And that is what the chat is saying.
And I knew it.
I see them saying Bronny lobbing it up to LeBron. They saw that as well at the end. So yes, we did get to include it. You can see his face scan and all. Looks very awesome. But I think everybody wants to know even more about gameplay, right? Everybody's saying, oh, you only showed a trailer. Well, we do have more. Don't worry. It is that time of year where we know all of you want to hear from Mike Wang. So, Stacks.
No, we don't.
Do you know where Mike is right now?
I actually don't. I'm going to go check his Twitter right quick to see if Mike is What am I doing, man? I forgot. I got the button. I got the special button. All I got to do is hit the button. Hold on. Let me... Bam! There you go. Woo! There go the man, the myth, the legend, Mike Wang.
The nigga who need to be fired. Yeah.
What's up, Mike?
Yes, sir.
Thanks so much.
Mike, how are you, man? For the people that don't know, and come on, how can you know? Mike is our gameplay director for NBA 2K. Mike, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good. Thanks
Fuck Mike Wang.
so much for having me on stream. So I'm going to be on very often, so it's cool.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
The concept team is our dev team is working hard on 2K25. We're still putting finishing touches on it, but we're
Bro, lower the damn music, man. So that nigga, we can hear this nigga.
super excited to finally get to show some of that off today.
Yep, we are as well. So we were told for this year's Courtside Reports, you actually talked to Alexis and LD2K recently about what everyone can expect in NBA 2K25. So what was that like, and how does it feel to finally be able to share some of the awesome stuff you and the team have been working on for the past year?
Well, it feels great. I mean, days like today and launch day are two of our favorite days of the year because, you know, the dev team, we're in our little dev cave, heads down, working hard on the game all year long. And today is the day we finally get to show it off to the fans and get to hear feedback. And so it's super exciting for us. But like you said, you know, myself and a few other devs, we talked to Alexis and Chris on doing some Courtside Report videos. So we get to talk about, you know, all the stuff that's coming out and different areas of the game. So yeah, super excited to.
I can't hear this nigga, man, cause he talking low, and then this music, this whack ass music is getting on my nerves.
See how people like the news that's coming out.
Sounds good. Producers, I see the chat saying the music is too loud. They can't hear it.
Man, turn that
so
bullshit down.
Tune that down a little bit. But yeah, no, it's awesome to hear. Stacks?
So Mike, man, I know the people want to know this, and by people, I also include myself. What was your favorite new gameplay feature this year from the video?
Oh man, that one's really hard. I feel like this year, It's been one of the most exciting year-over-year upgrades in gameplay that we've had in a long time. But I'm going to have two things. Can I say two things?
All right. Yeah, for sure.
Go for it.
My two things are going to be the new dribble engine, which we're excited to talk about and show fans how that came together. My second one is going to be rhythm shooting. So I won't say too much about it right now, but it's a fun way to play the game.
Okay.
All right. Well, I can't wait to see it. We're about to talk more about all that, and I'm sure the chat cannot wait either. Before we let you go, everyone is going to have so many things they want to ask you about every year, Mike. Are you going to be around answering questions as always?
Yep, as always. Ronnie let me out of social media prison today, I saw. So I'll be on X and Reddit and all over the place. And also, I think we're going to do some new stuff on Discord.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So right after the show, we're going to be opening up Discord questions on our official NBA 2K Discord, which you should have joined already. Let's be real. Why haven't you joined already?
But that's some bullshit.
So if you haven't, there go the link right there, discord.gg/NBA2K. We're going to be opening up a channel on there for you guys to ask some questions, submit some questions about gameplay, and maybe Mike will be able to answer some of your questions. So make sure you come with them banger questions, man. Don't waste his time.
Yeah, absolutely. Can't wait to hear all the questions and looking forward to answering as many as I can. Shout out to the gameplay team real quick. All the engineers, all the producers, the game analysts have been working hard all year long to put this game together. So we're excited for y'all to see it. Get your questions out there. I know there's going to be a lot of questions, and I gotta get back to work. I know we're still got a couple weeks before launch, and we're still putting the finishing touches on 2K25. So thanks for having me, and I'll talk to you guys soon.
All right, thanks Mike. For taking the time to stop by, Mike, and we will see you next time. And then hopefully everybody's going to get to see you during some of those Q&As. Before we go into the courtside report, we do want to say everybody in the chat asking about things like my team and my career. That is going to come later. Today is all about gameplay and pro play on New Gen. So my career, my team, stick around in a couple weeks. That's not ready.
Hold on. That ain't what it said on the little Twitter flyer though. It said y'all talking about my career too. So what the hell y'all gonna be talking about if y'all ain't talking about my career and my team? I'm about to click off this shit.
Just yet. But for now, let's show the courtside report.
Yes, sir. By the way, you don't think Mike was mad at us pressed that button and brought him here, do you?
I think he'll be fine.
Yeah.
Welcome to our first NBA 2K25 courtside report. Today we'll be talking about gameplay, which is powered by ProPlay. I'm Alexis Morgan, and joining me today is gameplay director for NBA 2K25, Mike Wang. Mike, what's going on?
It's great to be here, Alexis. So ProPlay is an exciting new technology that we introduced last year, and it allows us to take real NBA footage and translate that directly to the on-court gameplay. So it brings a whole new level of realism and authenticity.
But it didn't work.
To the gameplay experience.
So what can you tell us about the new dribble engine in NBA 2K25?
This is one of the most amazing upgrades that we've had to our engine probably in 15 years. So this is a new dribble engine built from the ground up that takes basically all of these ProPlay animations that we have, over 1,500 animations, and it dynamically creates all of the movement and all the transitions that you need to make the dribble move exactly the way you want it to move. We've had 9,000 new ProPlay animations to the game.
Stop the cap.
This year, a lot of them are shots, signature shots. So nearly every player in the league now has a signature shot. One of the cool things that we added was this feature called signature go-to shots. So if you remember in 2K24, you could flick the right stick up and you could do a little size-up sequence to get open, right? In 2K25, if you hold the right stick up, you can do a size-up sequence that branches directly into your jump shot. So it's a nice way to get open and get some shots off.
Let's say a player wants to recreate moves from their favorite NBA superstar. How does Pro Stick Rhythm Shooting do that?
Yeah, so Pro Stick Rhythm Shooting is probably one of my favorite features of the game because it's just a new way to play, new way to shoot. So in the past, it's always been the same, right? You hold a button down, release it to get your shot off. With broom stick rhythm shooting, what you want to do is you want to try to match the rhythm of the player's shot. So you pull the right stick down, and when he gets to his set point, you push the right stick up in rhythm with how he shoots in real life. So if you master rhythm shooting, you can actually be much better than someone who uses traditional, regular button shooting. If you're, just want to play casually, you're just picking up the game for the first time, put it on low, or put it on real player percentage, and just try to take good shots. And as you get better at the game and kind of master your timing, bump it up to high, and you're going to see that you're going to perform way better than you did with the other profiles. There's a new shot canceling feature. So what it allows you to do is to break out of any advanced shot. And just like the go-to shots we talked about, the signature go-to shots, you can break out at any time. So if you start one, you're holding the stick up, and then you see the defense collapse, or you see an opening, you can flick the right stick to do another move, to like chain out of it, or you can just throw the left stick and take a lay in the basket. It's like a way more robust hesitation feature.
Mike, you know the saying, offense wins games, but defense wins championships. So what does this mean in NBA 2K25?
Well, yeah, defense is a huge part of the game. It's something that's, people don't always look at it as being the coolest part of the game, but it's...
Stop the cap. Y'all ain't did none of defense. Stop acting like y'all have. Y'all have not done nothing to defense. Defense is still gonna be slow, like it's always been. Centers is gonna still be missing close to the basket layups. Centers gonna still be missing hook shots when they green them. Guards are still gonna be missing their shots. I mean, y'all ain't did nothing. Why y'all trying to act like y'all didn't change the whole game around, and now y'all acting like it's just a big old thing and stuff like that? Y'all know this game ain't about shit. This is why y'all don't show gameplay. This is exactly why y'all hold out until the very last week to show gameplay and expecting somebody to pre-order the game. How the hell am I gonna pre-order something I ain't even seen? Why don't y'all just be like Madden? See, Madden showed that game. They showed all of it. They showed the college football for about 2-3 months straight, just showing footage of it, showing how it is. People done played it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why y'all won't just do that. Get a couple content creators, or get a couple of whatever that league shit y'all do. Get some of them guys out there and let everybody see what you're creating. Why you keeping it a secret? I know why you keeping it a secret, Mike Wayne. And I'm talking to you, Mike Wayne, because you know that shit is dog shit trash. Keep it.
Most important part, I think, to win games. So, there's a number of new defensive mechanics and upgrades to this year's system. One of my favorites is one we're calling the defensive movement system. And so if you're holding down the intense D trigger, you can slide left and right laterally or forward and back even, and you can cut off the ball handler. And if you can anticipate well and you do it at the right time, you can cause them to lose their dribble or pick up their dribble. If you're the on ball, locked down.
This game is trash. That 24 was so bad that they fired the whole league. They got rid of everybody in the 2K league because it was so bad. Nobody was watching that shit. That's how it's going to be this year. So guys, I'm trying to tell y'all, don't think this year is going to be different. Wait till about December, wait till even January to pick up this game. Play college football or Madden for the time being. You got both of those games to play. Mud, Cut, Dynasty, Road to the Glory, Franchise, whatever you want to play, man. Rebuild as many teams as you want to rebuild. And then you can even be playing Fortnite, Multiverses, whatever. COD, it don't matter. And then COD's coming out. I forgot about COD. Don't buy this game, okay? Stay away from this game. It's going to be bad. And I'm trying to tell you, this is a person who's been playing since the first one. I'm trying to tell you, 2K has not had a good game since 20. We all know that. Well, 2K21's current gen was decent, but they haven't had a good game really since 20. What makes you think this is gonna be even better? What makes you think this is gonna be good? This is not gonna be any different. This is gonna be the same thing as last year was. This game is going to be bad, and then when it gets bad, he's gonna start changing shit to make it even worse. And that's how the cycle goes. Wait till it gets on Game Pass. Wait till it's damn near about $25-$30 on GameStop or wherever you buy your games. Do not go out there and buy that shit day one. You're gonna be disappointed. You're gonna be basically giving them $100 or so for nothing. On top of that $300 or so. Cause you gotta create your player, right? It ain't free. It ain't free to play. So you gotta buy the game, create your player, spend more VC on to get them drippy and stuff. Then you gotta buy Boost, and you gotta buy Gatorade, and you just spent in there $500 something on one player. And this game about to go on $30 sale in December. Be smart. Don't buy it. Back to it.
Defender kind of guy, then that's the thing you want to master.
How can players level up and get that win in NBA 2K25?
Well, 2K25 this year is all about personalization and customization and accessibility. So whether you want to take on some of the new stuff we talked about, the advanced rhythm shooting mechanic, or if you're less familiar with 2K, there's a new feature called Learn 2K off the main menu where you can jump in, and whether you're a novice at the game or you've been playing for years, there's something for you to learn. There's a basic tutorial, advanced tutorials, controller mappings, there's mini games and drills and all kinds of like just different ways to practice, learn plays.
That's nice. Let's go back. That's hard. So now, you know, if people who haven't played, they just not in the dark. You know what I'm saying?
Mini games and drills and all kinds of like just different ways to practice, learn plays, everything. So if you want to learn the game and get better at 2K, it's the first place you should go.
Thank you so much, Mike, for joining us today and talking through all of the new 2K25 gameplay features. I'm so excited to see how Pro Play is evolving.
Well, thanks so much for having me, Alexis. And I want to give a big shout out and thank you to the 2K community. It's your feedback that helps us shape the game to be what it is today.
Bullshit. Stop lying, Mike. Stop lying. You know they take our feedback and they don't even use it. You already know that. Don't pre-order that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shout out to Mike, man, for coming through, dropping gems on us, man. We appreciate Mike. But we also have the courtside report, and I just want to know more about what's going on. You feel me? I heard NBA 2K25 is all about personalization, customization, and accessibility. So, Evan, I heard you got the answers. Share the answers.
I got some of them. Not all.
Evan, come on, man.
I got some answers. But yes, those items were a big focus.
I'm already sick of these two lame ass niggas.
For the dev team this year, and we are going to take you through the highlights of the blog courtside report, which
What is this nigga looking at, bruh? He ain't looked at the camera not once.
is also from our very own Mike Wang. So this is going to include some more details we know you all will be interested in particular. And just remember, again, as I keep saying it, this gameplay courtside report is about NBA 2K25 on new gen, which is for PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X.
Ain't no niggas on here calling his ass a sellout too. That's tough. He a big sellout too.
And S and PC. But with that said, let's pull up the webpage just so everybody knows what we're talking about. This is literally something you can go read yourself as well. But we want to kind of take you through the highlights before you do. And then once we do, you can go to the URL that you see here. We're going to put it in the chat later, and you read it again and again as you need. But this is going to be on the NBA 2K website. Actually, I believe it already is right now. Both the blog and the video you just watched. So Stacks, I think this is your first time seeing the full blog, right? So let's scroll through it together with everybody tuning in here and talk through it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So first up, I want to know more about the Pro Play animations, just a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? We got to see it a little bit. We got to hear Mike talk about it a little bit, but it sounds like it's getting some.
Stop with this Pro Play, bro. There's no Pro Play. Y'all said that last year. And wasn't no Pro Play. Niggas was still using the same SIGs from the year before. There is no Pro Play, bro. Stop the cap.
Big upgrades, and I'm sure just like the rest of the chat, you know, I want to know what's going on with that.
Yep, and again, just for everybody in the chat asking about my team and my career, that's not going to come today. Today is all about gameplay, so stick around for gameplay and then come back as we announce when my career and my team news come. But yes, Pro Play animations. So the most important takeaway that I get from this blog is that there's 9,000 new Pro Play animations.
Stop.
And as Mike just mentioned in the video, that is all directly translated from real-world NBA footage and we're 2K20. Now the dev team is taking it to the next level.
I don't even know how they do that. 9,000 new enemies played it yet, so I want to know what that's looking.
Stacks ain't even believing that shit.
There's a new dribble engine as well. We already know the community cares a lot about dribbling, but that
Stacks, this is why you shouldn't have sold your soul, man. You didn't sold your soul to 2K, bruh. You was one of us. Then you sold your soul. Went Hollywood on a nigga. Crazy, bruh. We used to fuck with your content and everything. Cause Stacks been around for a little minute, man. He been around since like the old days, for real. He sold his soul, man.
a new dribbling engine switch up. What is the biggest? I heard it's also the biggest change in 15 years, Evan. 15 years is a long time.
Bro, you don't even believe that shit. Stop that, man.
A lot of people that play this game is younger.
I was surprised as well when I first heard this. 15 years, and I believe NBA 2K, we are now going into our 26th year, so 15 is still a long time in that. But as Mike explained earlier, in previous 2Ks, our dribble movement was managed by pre-scripted animation transitions that came from a library of mocap movements. But now, another thing powered by ProPlay, the new dribble engine instead generates dynamic motion from NBA footage, which creates a new and more authentic feel. I know our dev team can't wait for you all to experience this firsthand. You heard from Mike earlier, this is one of his favorite features, one of his 2 favorite features out of the many that they've been working on for gameplay this year. And in the little bits and pieces, I've been able to play NBA 2K25 myself. I know everybody thinks.
Why does it look like last year, though?
Me and Stacks are playing 2K25 all year.
Things stick out to me. I'm super excited to get it with this new dribbling engine. So signature go-to shots now.
This is a fun one that I think everyone's going to benefit from. But along with that is this new shot canceling feature that you also heard Mike briefly mention in that video. Essentially, this lets you break out of any advanced shot at any time to transition into other moves. So together with everything we've talked about so far, so the go-to shots, the new dribble engine, and all the 9,000 new pro play animations, all of that is combining to really give our offensive players a very free-flowing experience and gives them more room.
But there's still gonna be adrenaline. An adrenaline cap on the fucking point guards in the park, bro. That's crazy.
Room to be creative, which I think many in the community have been asking for.
That look hard. Don't get me wrong, but I'm guarantee you it's not gonna be like this when you hit that park, man. It ain't.
Yeah, so man, I see some people in the chat saying they like the shot canceling. I think that can be really cool. And also, combined with the new dribble engine, can take your game to the shot. I'm in pro the 2 setting options, but I think the chat, as well as myself, would like to know more about those.
Yeah, exactly. I saw the chat mention that as well. The context here is that over the past year and beyond, every year, we here on the community team and the dev team, we always receive a ton of feedback on shooting, right? Some players love when it's more challenging if they can benefit from it, but others, especially our friends who are newer to the game, find shooting to be too difficult. They go play multiplayer, they go into rack, and they can't hit a shot, right? Okay, so in NBA 2K25, there's a new setting called shot timing profiles, which allows you to customize the risk versus reward of your shot timing. So we're gonna pull up the menu in just a second. There we go. So,
all right, cool.
So this is in the controller settings, and you can pick from difficulty based, which adjusts based on the overall game difficulty you're playing in.
But is it gonna work though? You know what I'm saying? Don't tell me that y'all putting this in here and it don't even work. See, if I want it on easy, if I want the easy shooting, don't tell me I put it on easy and it still don't work. You know what I'm saying? And if I want the hard shooting, don't tell me I put it on hard and it's still easy. You know, that's the thing. Like you can't trust 2K when they try to come up with this new stuff, like, because they'll fuck it up every time. Cause and I feel like as long as Mike Wang still has a has a say with the shooting, it's gonna always be messed up.
Real player percentage, and then low, normal, or high risk reward. The Courtside Report blog has the full descriptions of what the difference is between low and high, but what we want to call out is that if you are a high skill or competitive player, we think you are going to want to take that high risk and reward option, which is green or miss. If you are consistently good at timing your shot, you will get the benefits by choosing this option versus if you chose low or normal risk.
Okay, that's cool. But another thing I want to talk about, and it seems like all the content creators now, like they be saying, the old 2Ks are like arcadey and shit. No, they're fucking not. You didn't play the old 2Ks. A lot of these content creators that do 2K now, they wasn't there back in the day. They wasn't there back in the good days. So they don't know what the fuck is going on. They don't know how the old 2Ks works because they didn't play it. They was not that content creator like they was back in, like they are now back then. You know, a lot of them cats came in like 18, 19 days. They wasn't there in the golden ages, man. But it's like everybody in 2K now, like in 2K community, they just all like dick riders trying to get a logo and all this old stupid ass shit. Like this is 2K is a fucking walking L. Then you got Ronnie's bitch ass always doing stupid shit. Everybody's just out for themselves. And in 2K community used to not be like that. It used to be full of talented creators, bro. Very, very talented creators, man. Making bangers every day. Now everybody's just sucking and fucking for a logo. You know what I'm saying? So stupid.
No, Evan. That, like, I think that creates a space for everyone to play. I think that's gonna be really cool moving forward. I'm kind of curious as to which one of these I'm gonna be using. I'm gonna be testing them out a lot too to kind of really sink my teeth into it. But I'm excited for Evan. Do you know what you're
I see the chat saying they want us to explain it. So you know what? And they'll go in time with greener boards by if you missed
visual seeing visual.
Who said in the chat that needed to explain? Are you stupid? Like, this is you pick one or you don't pick, or you pick the other. The fuck?
Cues. So let's talk about those.
This is why it is worth reading the blog. There's always stuff we can't cover in full in a video or even here. So that courtside report is packed with a lot of info. But custom cues is pretty cool. As Stax mentioned, last year the dev team added the new shot timing visual cue setting, which let you set your ideal shot release at either the jump, set point, push, or release animation cues of your jump shot. Okay. So we've now taken that to the next level. So in NBA 2K25, in the My Player Jump Shot Creator, you can actually set your visual cue to any point in the custom shot you've made. And then that point becomes where you release the shot button or shot stick. So it's custom cues in the sense that you pick what your cue is. If you don't like the exact point of the jump, set point, push, or release, you can pick where you want the cue to be and what's most comfortable for you when you're shooting.
All right, that's cool.
All right.
Way to shoot. It's called Pro Stick Rhythm Shooting. And as you heard from Mike just a few minutes ago, he said this is one of his favorite new features in 2K25. But this rewards you for accurately mimicking each player's signature shooting motion using a down-up motion of the Pro Stick, the right stick on your controller. So the way it was explained to me that kind of helped me understand this is that the down up is kind of like the down up motion of doing a skill meter dunk from last year, except you have to do it while matching the shooting motion with when you go down with the stick and then back up. There is the full details in the blog. I think we have the screenshot here of how it explains it to you in the game. But as you can see here, you take the stick, you bring it down, and then you move it back up to match the speed of the jump shot as the shooter releases the ball. But as Mike said, a player who does master rhythm shooting is going to raise their ceiling and outplay someone who uses traditional shooting. So an anecdote that he told us is that when the dev team were first introduced to it, many of them thought it was too challenging. But then the devs who did stick with it and kept practicing now love it, and they're seeing their shooting percentages rise as they get better and better at this rhythm shooting and practicing with it. So we really do encourage everybody to give it a try when NBA 2K25 comes out, especially if you are trying to take your game to the next level. But you know, shooting military out.
Oh, it just seemed like there's let's talk about it for that. There's a lot I kind of want to hear.
All right, so the dev team has created this very cool defensive cutoff system. When you're on defense, you can now use that right stick and have your player quickly slide laterally to cut off someone attacking towards you. So if you're on
I'm a defensive player, bro. I love defense. So they really got to get the defense right this time, man. They really gotta get it down pat. Cause I play center. I don't play nothing else. I play center. You know, I'm a Wimby build. I'm either 7-1 or I'm 7-3. Okay.
Defense, and you read the ball handler, and you can cut off their drive. You'll block them off, stonewall them, and you could even cause them to fumble the ball.
Okay, that's cool. I like that animation, but is defense really gonna be effective this year? Because defense, to me, it was a lot better last year. Don't get me wrong. It was a lot better in 2K24 than it was in 2K23. But there's still some aspects where it can be a lot better than that.
So I think it's so cool too, man, like about how when you watch a trailer, like how we watched this trailer fully earlier, there's a lot of things that you don't really pick up on in the trailer without the context. I know it's a lot of people's first time seeing it. So they kind of looking at how it looks visually, how the game looks visually. I noticed a lot of people was pointing out like Bronny and then like some Trae Young stuff in there as well. But there's a lot of things that they purposely put in these trailers like this right here to kind of display exactly what Evan was just talking about. So I'm happy we got to point this out a little bit, because this probably would have went over a lot of people's heads. So happy we got to really like dive in on that one a little bit. But
it was our batting system rather than consistent. Big changes here. 2K25 now uses a dynamic weighting system rather than a fixed one, and that evaluates the impact of defense at the start of the shot versus the release, and then computes the proper coverage impact accordingly. And there's also improvements on how defensive coverage is calculated, which you can read about in the blog. But these changes are better reflecting what you see on your screen and reward you for playing good contests. You know what? Since the chat is asking, I'm just going to read the full description of what has changed here. So this is from the blog. Again, I'm always reading from the blog here. But you will notice that perimeter and interior defensive ratings, as well as height differential, play a more important role in calculating defensive coverage. So that's what I meant when there's a different, there's been changes to how that coverage is calculated. So there you go.
A little bit, we was talking about shooting a whole bunch. Now we get to talk about defense. I know some
of my favorites. There's a new spacing engine that has over 20 adjustment locations from inside the three-point arc, which feeds the AI a constant stream of spacing information. And this leads to more lifelike results and better spacing for you on the court. So when you're running a play and you don't want your players to be running into you, they do respect the spacing much better now. Another one that I'm sure many will be happy to hear is the cut to the basket logic for the AI has been improved to lessen untimely cuts to the rim in freelance by your AI teammates. And this leads to better driving lanes and drive and kick opportunities. I see the chat likes that one. One more is you now have the ability to save and share your playbooks with the community. I think I am personally going to benefit a lot from that one because I have no idea what I'm doing when it comes to play up in the play that
Evan all a bit about that haven't played 2K and help.
You learn. Don't need this. There is an awesome and place to tuning to make sure you what
information was just said. I know it's probably difficult for a lot of people to hear. And also, make sure you go to our sticker so
apply to
editions of NBA. Hey guys, do not pre-order that. We don't do that. Okay, it's a scam. Ain't nothing but a big scam. If you have to pre-order it, if you just itching to pre-order this bullshit right here, okay, make sure you pre-order the lowest version that you can pre-order. Maybe a deluxe version. I don't know how much that's going to be. It's probably going to be like $70-$80 or whatever like that. If you got the money to pre-order the deluxe version just so you can play 2 or 3 days early, do that. Okay, if you feel like that's what you want to do. But look, I wouldn't do it. If I do end up pre-ordering 2K the deluxe edition, I'm grinding my player out from 60 to 90, bro. I'm grinding them out. I'm not buying VC at all. That is a scam. And another thing, that season pass BS they try to put on y'all last year, they putting haircuts and shit in the season pass. Come on now, a haircut, bro. A nigga that's walking around with a haircut out here right now, it probably costs from $20. They putting that in the season pass to dye your hair red or dye your hair blonde or dye your hair green or dye your hair alien color. They putting haircuts in season pass. Really, 2K? Don't buy that shit. Okay? Don't buy that shit. Guys, 2K is a pack of ass, and I'm out. Peace.